Konnichiwa. Hello. I'm gonna do a Pro Evolution Soccer wishlist thing. Check how this webcam works basically. But just as another video because I've not done one for a wee while. So let's get right into it. Pro Evolution Soccer, for those of you that don't know, is a football / soccer, for those that know soccer, video game made by Konami. The rival being FIFA, made by EA, which is good, but I prefer Pro Evo, to be honest with you. I like FIFA, I buy both games each year. I like FIFA for their licensing and their playing style. The gameplay style works well for the Premier League, English Premier League. First point, ACL, Asian Champions League. FIFA has a license for, when I say FIFA, I mean the game, EA, FIFA. They have a license for the K-League and the A-League, Korean and Australian leagues. They are involved in Asian Champions League here. But then Konami has the Champions League. Yes. So that begs the question, why doesn't Konami have the Asian Champions League in? I don't know. You need to ask him that. Point a gun at the back of the head and ask why? Why? Because I believe some people have asked about that and they've not really made much in the way of commentary. I asked a question for licensing a while back. They said yes, they understand, they need to get more. They're looking at a fair few. And what more can you do? FIFA, there's plenty of licenses out there. But anytime Konami goes for a genuinely decent one, FIFA learn about this, they can get in there and show a bit the old green and then FIFA basically from under them. Asian Champions League, I feel that Konami could easily get that in. I must point out now, I have the Japanese version of Winning 11 2012 and the J-League DLC that came for the PS3. I absolutely adore it. If the people of Konami wish, I will perform fallacious acts upon them by way of gratitude. I just love it. Anytime I play Konami games, Pro Evo or Winning 11, I generally play Winning 11 and stick the J-League on because it's absolutely fantastic. I'd probably sound addicted to it. Yes, I would. But I'm digressing here. The second point I have, actually before I come to that second point, ACL. For those of you that don't know, because I know a lot of you people will not be as hardcore fans of this sort of thing as I am. It's basically like the UEFA Champions League. It covers all Asia, Middle East, the Far East and Australia. So yeah, all I need to do really, very simple, just do like the Copa Libertadores, sponsor boards, the ball, the teams, licensed teams, and their kits and players and whatnot. That is it. That is all they need to do. They've got Copa Libertadores in. Seem to have done a very good job on that. What's stopping you, Konami? This is your chance. If you stick that in, you're well on the right track. Third kits. something that FIFA has. They're needed, really they are. Celtic last season, the away kit was white, sort of white and grey stripes, green shorts, green socks, green sleeves. They only used that when they could have worn the home shirt comfortably without clashing against the other team. It was used against, the away kit was worn against Hearts, who play in Burgundy. Now, I'm no expert or anything. I'm no artiste, so I don't know all about colours and shades and charts and what have you. But I know for a fact I've got eyes. You can see them there. Woo! I've got eyes. I can see that purple or burgundy does not clash with green and white. They could have worn their home kit against them, but no, they chose to wear the away kit because it is exactly the same. Anytime Celtic played an away game against a team wearing a hint of white, Kilmarnock for example, blue and white vertical stripes, they wore the third kit, the yellow one. And therein is my point. Third kits, because the two kits that Celtic were given on 2012 Prevo clashed. What you might do when you play Sporting Lisbon. It's so unrealistic when the home team has to wear an away kit because the away team can't. Just insane. To back up that point, the J-League DLC, the Urawa Reds away is navy blue, home kit red, and when they play away at Cerezo Osaka, who play in pink shirts, navy blue shorts and socks, you can't wear red because that clashes with the pink, and you can't wear the navy blue kit because it clashes with the shorts and the socks. In real life they wear a white kit against them. I believe that is the third kit. And Kashima Antlers do the same because they also wear red in the home kit, and the away kit is exactly the same shade of navy blue. It also has the very same shade of royal blue trim. I don't know what that's all about, to be honest, but third kits are needed. I'll link that to the point. Change shorts and socks. Prevo 5 is a feature at Kit Select where you could use the away shorts and socks with the home kit, home shirt, or you could use the home short and socks with the away kit, away shirt, or you could use the away shorts on the home shirt and socks, or the away socks on the home shirt and shorts. Or if you so wished, you could use the away shirt and the away socks with the home shorts, and home socks with the away shirt and short. I've confused myself there, but you get the picture. You basically alternate between the home and the away kit for different areas. Prevo, they had that Prevo 5, Prevo 6, that was removed. Prevo 5 you couldn't do the alternate thing with Japan. That would lead you to believe they took this out because of a licensing issue. I believe I read somewhere a while back that clubs were not happy with this because they had given license for the use of the home kit and the license of the away kit. They did not give license for their kits to be interchanged, as it were. So I would like to see that feature return because that was really, that made it quite realistic instead of having two teams with white shorts and the shorts clash. Another point I've got here is, actually I'll leave that point a moment and get that one done first, because that one's right in the middle there. On 1 in 11, playing the J League, I found a major bug that annoyed me to hell, and it involved the goalkeeper. Basically, I'm sure you all know the rule in football: the goalkeeper is not allowed to touch the ball with his hands outside of his box. What this bug consisted of was the ball would come flying in, a long ball perhaps, the keeper would come out and try and catch the ball, and in doing so he would be on the edge of his box and catch it. Now, what would usually happen in real life? He would catch the ball, and thus physics dictates the momentum he carries would pull him, and he would end up landing with his holding the ball outside of the box. But in the video game world, and Pro Evo 2012, or 1.11.2012 in this case, don't know if it was in Pro Evo, it may well have been, since you use similar codes. In Konami world, physics dictates that the goalkeeper hits an invisible wall and falls inside the box, when in real life he would travel outside it. Basically, if this is the imaginary wall here, the goalkeeper would go and he would end up landing in his own box, thus denying the other team a free kick, which is good for you if you're in the goalkeeper's team. But then you think, I don't know, I wish it was realistic. I've also seen it where the goalkeeper caught it and did exactly the same thing, but it was the touch line at the back, sort of goal line, and it stopped him from carrying the ball out over his touch line and thus giving away a corner, which I feel is a bit of a jip, because if you take that corner perfectly and score from it, it's basically denying your goal scoring opportunity. I feel that needs to be sorted. I believe there has been games before where the keeper has caught the ball out and his hands have gone outside the box and a free kick's been given. I can't quite put my finger on it at this moment in time, however. Yeah, get that sorted, because that's really a pain. When we play games like this, we want realism, basically. It's a football game. It's no bloody Final Fantasy. In football, there is a system of physics and rules to dictate the game in real life. We want those replicated in the game. That's all we ask. More stadia. I would like to take this opportunity, if I can speak, to give Konami a round of applause for their edit mode innovation that is the Stadium Creator. Beautiful feature, I absolutely love that, well done. I've managed to create many brilliant J League stadiums using that, and I've seen option files where people have used them to create the Premier League stadiums. Not to a great amount of detail, it must be said, but it's still pretty competitive, rather than playing on, I don't know, having 15 odd teams playing on exactly the same stadium, because it's the only thing that resembles a Premier League stadium. More stadia, please. I remember Pro Evo 5 and 4. They had stadiums with unlicensed names. For example, off the top of my head, the Catalona Stadium, which is obviously the new camp. They had the Stockholm Arena or something or other, which was the Rosunda Stadium. I also remember the Kanji Dome, which was actually the Sapporo Dome, and they had like the Yokohama Nissan Stadium. They had a Tokyo International Stadium. They had the Uita Bank Dome Stadium. I don't know why the hell the Asian stadiums were in there, because they didn't even have J-League in it. I wish they did. That would have been absolutely mental, and I wish they'd bring these stadiums back. Even just bring the Asian ones back. You've got the J-League in there, get them in for a bit of more realism. More stadia though. Please, they are amazing to have like a wide range. Make them up. Make up stadiums. They don't have to be real stadiums. Create something like what FIFA do. They've got like East Point Arena. That's not a real stadium, it's generic. But if you narrow it down, you basically got the template of Celtic Park. They've got, I can't remember what it's called, but they've got a few stadiums that could be used in the Premier League. Resemble Premier League stadiums. That's what we need. The next point I've got here, more options, edit. I presume that'll be edit mode. I've got a thing beside it saying stadium parts. What I feel, stadium parts currently is good. Positive. Yay! I feel we need more though. An example would be that the Nissan Stadium. I'll actually draw you a picture of what I mean. The Nissan Stadium. Most on a private one, you like it's an Olympic style stadium. Pitch wise, is the Nissan Stadium. And because it's a sort of Olympic style stadium, you end up with something like that. Okay, the walls are rounded all the way around the stadium. You've got your pitch and you've got a sort of a space for an Olympic track around there. Now, I'll draw at the bottom of that. The Nissan Stadium has that thing with the running track and whatnot. I'm picture drawing, so don't be expecting any Picassos here, eh? That's pish, but what the hell, you get the idea. The walls are flat, the roof is flat. Think of the sides of Old Trafford. Old Trafford's roof. And then you get to the ends of the stadium, they're rounded. Rounded, straight, rounded, straight. Olympic style stadium on the pitch. I want that. I don't want to have to create a rounded stadium. Another one was, I've not played it for a while, you see, so just bear with me. The PS3's been dead for a couple of weeks now. It was the... forget it, I'm going to end up spending half my video in a sort of thinking pose. That's not what I want at all. But just more stadium parts. With the kits, they gave you sort of, I wouldn't say licensed parts, but they gave you sort of what you would call, well no, let's go there, licensed parts, but without the wee sponsor badge. Puma, I'll take as an example. They have a sort of triangular thing that went across the top of their shirt. That was in there, edit mode. Sort of Puma thing, without the Puma badge on, of course. But yeah, stadium parts, get things like that in. I don't know. It's not a must have, not a must have, because I feel it would take quite a bit of time, and I don't want them spending too much time on little nonsensical things like that. But a bit more variety at least, please. And also the ability to add back sponsors' logos. I'm thinking here in terms of J-League creation, Bundesliga creation. If you look at in the Bundesliga, the teams will have on their backs the number, and while in the UK we have the name above the number, in Germany usually you have the club name above the number, the club name below the number, and then the name will be below the number if the club name is above it, or above the number if the club name is below it. Also, I've noticed the likes of Falkirk football club have a sponsor on their back just above the name. So you'd have the name above the number, and above the name is a little sponsor. Hibernian, they also do that. The J-League, they have the number, and above the number will be a sponsor, and below the number will be the name. Usually. That's the general template. And on Freewheel you get the ability to add the logo to the front of the kit, the sponsor, the badge, and the kit manufacturer. I feel something like that where you could add a sponsor to the back also would just increase the realism a little bit. It would be nice. I'm not all this this is a wish list, remember. I'm not saying Konami must do this to make the game better. As far as I'm concerned, 2012 was an absolutely tremendous game. It really was. I feel it is basically proof that Konami are back on track. 2008, 2009, 2010, I'll admit, disappointing. 2011, hell of a lot better. Fantastic game. 2012, they've just pushed that boat a little bit further and just reached the perfect line where they were with Pro Evo 6 and the PS2. They're very much back, I would say. So these are just little ideas, little things that maybe you could add if you get bored of or finish early or something, I don't know. Some things I'd like to see just to add that realism. Come to think of it, half of these things would probably put me off because it'd be too much hard work to do, but I've got a wee fun note here, a football creator. What I mean by that is basically you draw a design and put it on a football or something, I don't know. Get more footballs into the game. Usually you get 2 or 3 Adidas ones, a Nike one, the winter version of that Nike one, an Umbro one, the away version of the winter version of the Umbro one, and there's another one as well, I can't remember, Puma one, or 2 Puma ones, and maybe a winter version. Generally I found I only ever used the 2 balls. I used the Nike and the Adidas scenes. That was it. Maybe a football creator, in case there's some time you need to use a football, I don't know, how to make PES better. And I've got in brackets goalkeepers and refs. Yeah, goalkeepers. They're just something I can't put my finger on, but I feel they're too easy to beat. A goalkeeper's job is to keep the ball out of the net. A forward's job is to score goals. Yes? If the forward is poor, he plays for a rubbish team. I'm thinking of the likes of Rotherham, Dagenham and Redbridge, Exeter, Torquay, Cambridge. They're not going to be at massive big clubs. They'll be better than Joe Bloggs on the street. But then, yeah, they'll not be major fighting for the big titles at Moscow, Berlin, Madrid, Milan, Manchester. If the player is really good, Messi, Ronaldo, I don't know, Gary Hooper, Anthony Stokes. I'm going to stop naming Celtic players now and showing my bias. If the player is very good, he will score. That marks him as a good player. Go back to goalkeepers. If the goalkeeper is poor, he'll be at a poor club. If the goalkeeper is good, he'll be at a good club. And he'll be good at his job. So why is it I can beat Buffon, I can beat Czech as easy as I can beat, I don't know, I can't think of any poor goalkeepers that are in Prevo. Some of the Eredivisie ones, some of the Ligue 1 goalkeepers. How can I beat them exactly the same as I can beat Buffon and Czech and Chesney? I don't understand that. I feel the need to make the likes of Buffon and Czech almost impossible to beat. If you're not on target 100%, so I'm watching something on the telly there, so a tribute thing. Ah, Jimmy Johnson, good man. If you're not watching, I'm lost my thing. This is just a test. If you're not 100% with the shot, you're not going to beat them. You have to really be on the ball. And I've got refs there. I want to see better refs, basically. Yeah. If you've got any ideas, please feel free to leave them below. I am willing to listen to them and what have you, but you know, what can you do? So I'm just checking Twitter. If any of your own comments or ideas, you can stick them below. And I shall try and converse as it were. Try and converse with you in the comments, of course, or I may do another video. Get used to this thing, eh? Yeah.